into your bathroom, into your closet. Any open concept homes, do not stay in the living room. You want to find as many walls between you and the storm as possible. Pillows, blankets, anything you can protect yourself. And don't forget to put your shoes on, because if there is a tornado, it's going to leave a lot of debris. And also, don't forget the pets. Round them up and get to your safe place at this moment, because this could turn very nasty very quickly.
And it looks as if right now, here's the Hook Echo. Here's what we're keeping an eye on. The area of concern now moving into West Little Rock. I-630 continues into Chenal. There's Chenal Mountain. Here is the area of concern. If a tornado is produced, if one is certainly produced here shortly, it is going to move over those West Little Rock schools, Pulaski Academy. It'll move over Terry, Montessori schools, then toward the Crystal Hill. Looks like it's going to ride along 430 and Cantrell or Highway 10 here in West Little Rock. Movement is to the east-northeast, and we're waiting to get some reports from the National Weather Service on this. Rotating wall cloud 2 miles west-northwest of Little Rock, so we know that we've got some strong rotation within this. Again, if you have not yet done so, it's important that you take cover. Michael Bennett, let's take a look outside once again with our camera shot, our Simmons Bank shot, overlooking Interstate 630 and 430. I stepped out of the way so you can pop it up and to see if we can see anything at all. Let's add Scott Covert into the mix. Scott, have you heard anything from folks that are following this?
Tom, I've not heard anything from folks following this, and I know it's tough to make out, but we need to look at the base of this cloud very closely.
Yeah, right in here. If there's anything on the ground, lowering, it almost looks like it's touching the ground. Scott?
If we can try to zoom directly west, it's possible that that's just going to be a rain shield, but there's certainly something very concerning there live right now as we look into West Little Rock.
All right. You want to scan up just a little bit, go up a little bit?
I got it.
You got it? Okay, Nathan will do it. Nathan will know exactly what to look for here. It's certainly a lowering and some rain.
There's definitely a wall cloud there. And you can clearly see the rotation.
Oh, goodness.
Just to the right there.
I'm going to try to lower the iris a little bit, and maybe that will show it a little bit better.
Looks like it's riding along 630 and 430 right now. You can see a little bit of rain with that, but yeah, definitely a rotating wall cloud. So that's what we have, folks. If you're joining us, tornado warning continues.
Okay, let's go over to
very likely
Storm Track 11.
Yeah, very likely a tornado to the west of Little Rock. There you go, right there.
Chenal Mountain Parkway.
I think that's exactly what we were just looking at. That's exactly what we're looking at live on RView 11.
Right here. So that's what National Weather Service is saying. Tornado on the ground, Pulaski County. That's what we have. We've been waiting for this, and it's not a good thing. This is 430, 630. This is Chenal. It's crossing over Chenal. You've got, if y'all know where the
just go back to Max 1, because we got
Max 1. You have a better
roads
shot
up there and all that.
Okay, here we go. Terry
so
Elementary
right over
School.
Walmart.
Yeah. Okay, right over Walmart. That's the Bowman Curve. So this is moving over the Bowman area in West Little Rock.
Storm spotters reporting debris in the air. Radar is not seeing it yet. We're often delayed a few minutes, but storm spotters, according to the National Weather Service, are seeing tornado in the air. Damage is imminent.
Okay. Northern Rodney Parham Road, 430, Reservoir Road. You folks are in the path. It's this area right here. There's the Walmart that's out at the Bowman Curve along Markham Street in Chenal. That's the area of concern. Movement is to the east-northeast. This is going to affect folks along the 430 area, Rodney Parham, Pleasant Valley. Nathan?
And I'm just looking at Google Maps. So we're going with Trader Joe's, Whole Foods Market, David Burgers, Markham Street, all the way up to Olive Garden, Interstate 430, North Shackelford Road. All those areas, you need to be in your safe place at this time. There is no question now, we have a tornado on the ground going through a very populated area of Little Rock.
Yeah, West Little. What's that? I'm sorry.
Tornado debris signature just to the west of I-430. We'll cross I-430 very soon, near the Arkansas River.
Okay, as it nears the Arkansas River. Here's I-430. Here's Rodney Parham where that intersects. Terry Elementary School. Let's hope the kids are in a safe spot there at Terry Elementary School. This is the area of concern.
I think we can see it on the camera.
Can we? Let's go ahead and take a look at it, folks. On camera, Michael Bennett. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. There it is. We have a tornado. You can
That
see the
could be a
rotation.
strong tornado. It could be
Yeah.
EF2 or greater.
Yeah, that was our biggest concern today, folks. Strong tornadoes. We're going to keep it on this camera shot. Let's adjust it to where we can follow it. If you live along I-430, Camac Village, it's heading toward you. Tornado warning, Pulaski County, downtown Little Rock. In West Little Rock, right now being impacted by a confirmed tornado with debris. And here it is, and could be a strong tornado, EF2 or stronger. This is exactly what we didn't want to happen
Over
today.
Reservoir Road at this time.
Over Reservoir Road. We're going to keep it here. We're going to follow it. Certainly looks like a tornado. Oh my goodness.
This will be heading towards North Little Rock, the Crystal Hill area. This will be heading eventually into the Sherwood area.
At 4:30 and Highway 10 getting ready to cross over. My goodness, folks. Please be in your safe place. It very well can see it right there. Tornado warning.
Let's go back to Max 1 and show the roads here. So there you see the winds couplet right there. I have the tornado where it's located. It's going to go right over Camac Village. We've got Mississippi Street. We've got Rebsamen Park Road. Burns Park is next in line. This will be making its way across Interstate 40, headed towards the community of Park Hill into North Little Rock and also Sherwood. So you guys, heads up, you have to get to your safe place at this time. We have a confirmed tornado. We can see it on the RView 11. This is a dangerous situation, and this is a life-threatening situation. This is not what we want to see. Lowest level, sturdy structure, into your hallway, into your closet. Get there now.
Let's go back to the outside vantage point, Michael. Let's follow it as it moves across the Arkansas River. There's Scott Covert. This is it right here, folks. It is moving very quickly to the northeast. A strong tornado. We've got one on the ground, western parts of Little Rock and Pulaski County. Again, if you live 430, if you live toward Crystal Hill, Camac Village, it's very likely this tornado is going to stay on the ground for a little while longer. You see a power flash. That's indicative that it is kicking up some debris. Very good likelihood we have a very strong tornado. You can see the rotation of the wall cloud and that tornado right there moving across 430 now at Highway 10 and is heading toward North Little Rock. It'll be at the intersection of 430 and Interstate 40 here very soon. North Little Rock, oh goodness, with the latest scan that we had, that's looking very, very, just right over Camac Village right now, folks.
Tornado emergency being issued from the National Weather Service. Again, that's a tornado emergency for Little Rock, North Little Rock, and surrounding communities.
Tom, this is worse than 1999. It seems like.
Yeah, it is. Tornado emergency for Little Rock. I hope the folks in Camac Village, hope you all got to your safe place. Tornado warning, the emergency continues. Catastrophic tornado threat with this. Faulkner, Lone Oak, Pulaski, and White County. A confirmed large tornado observed over Burns Park now. It's getting ready to move over. It's moving over the Arkansas River. I'm just going to stand out of the way.
Yes, it's right over the Arkansas River at this time. About to move into Burns Park.
May have a little rain wrapped with it as well. It's getting a little more difficult to pick up there. But
it's headed directly for Sherwood. It's headed directly for the National Weather Service office. Indian Hills Elementary, Clinton Elementary, Interstate 40, Park Hill, all those areas need to be in their safe place at this time. We have a tornado emergency now, Tom. Let's go back over to Max real quick, guys, because we have a tornado emergency for Jacksonville, Cabot, Ward, and Beebe.
Here it is right here. The black outline indicates we've gone up a level to that tornado emergency. Nathan is correct. This storm is going to move awfully close to the National Weather Service. That's what that dome is. That's the National Weather Service. And here it is. We've got it confirmed. It's moving to the northeast very quickly. If you live in Sherwood, if you live in Gravel Ridge, Jacksonville, then up the road Cabot, Austin, this tornado is large and we've had reports of damage. Please take this seriously and find your safe place. School's in session. Let's get them to the safest place we can. Interior hallway. You've got time if you live in Cabot, Austin, Ward, Jacksonville. You have a little time as well with this tornado warned storm. Tornado emergency now for Pulaski County, including downtown Little Rock and North Little Rock, Sherwood, and Jacksonville. Nathan.
And we cannot stress how dangerous this cell is now, ladies and gentlemen. If you are to the northeast of this cell, and you're in this tornado emergency, this is a life-threatening situation. You need to get to a lowest level of a sturdy structure, into your hallway, into your closet, into your bathroom. Grab a mattress, grab pillows, put your shoes on, get there right now. This is nothing to mess around with. This is a supercell thunderstorm. We are watching a large wedge tornado make its way through the heart of Little Rock Metro at this time. There's nothing down to the south of it. It will likely hold together. This is our worst nightmare, Tom.
It is.
This is exactly what we did not want to see, and now it's coming to fruition.
All right, and what I want to do is we want to take another look outside, camera shot. We want to position our camera to the northern side here. We want to see if we can pick it up, but large tornado moving over the Burns Park area, beyond Burns Park, and headed toward the National Weather Service in North Little Rock. Kind of hard to see here. Looks like we've got it. Some rain, maybe rain wrapped. Scott, what are you hearing, sir?
I'm working with our crews here at THV 11, so I'm going to...
Okay. All right. Nathan and I'll keep it here, but we do have a tornado somewhere within this this rain shield. There is a tornado, and it is...
I'm zooming
Okay.
out, sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we can zoom out just a little bit and get a better vantage point. Certainly a lowering here, the wall cloud, and somewhere within here we find a tornado, a large tornado that is moving through into the North Little Rock area now, Pulaski County. Northern parts of Pulaski County, soon to be over parts of southern Faulkner County into Lonoke County. This is exactly what we didn't want to happen today, and now we're beginning to see these cells really strengthen, producing a tornado in downtown Little Rock, West Little Rock, and now toward the northern side of town.
Tom, we're looking at the Fort Smith radar, and it's picking up debris.
Okay.
So that's saying to me, with debris being lofted in the air at 13,000 feet, this could be an EF3 tornado easily.
Okay.
So let's go over to Storm Track 11 once again. We're looking at it from the Fort Smith radar,
Oh,
but
goodness.
this tornado is
Right
so
here.
powerful that it is picking up buildings, trees, whatever, and throwing into the atmosphere over 13,000 feet as it makes its way through Sherwood and Sullivan Hills. Jacksonville, you're next in line. Cabot, get to your safe place right now.
Yeah.
Do not mess around with this.
Can we get Scott's mic, please? Keep his microphone up, please. Thank you.
I'm getting reports from very well-respected storm chasers that their vehicles have been thrown over the place near Henson, I-430. Numerous vehicles have been tossed.
Okay. All right, that's not good news. Sylvan Hills area, Sherwood area, there are schools here. Let's hope that the kids are in safe places. This is a tornado debris signature. This is what we look at. We know that we've got debris. Nathan said it, 13,000 feet in the air. Very strong tornado moving through northern Pulaski County. Jacksonville, you're going to be under the gun.
They're about to-
Cabot, take cover right now. Everywhere between Cabot, Gravel Ridge, Jacksonville, we've got a large tornado that's being indicated with Doppler radar, and we've also had eyewitness accounts of it. Nathan?
So Tom, let's go back over to Max. I have switched over the radar to Fort Smith. There you see the tornado debris signature with their lighter colors. It's right over the Walmart right now in Sherwood. It's headed for the Walmart in Jacksonville and the city of Jacksonville at this time. Parnell, Cabot, I need you guys to be in your safe place.
Yeah.
Take those tornado precautions. We have a very strong wedge tornado that has been confirmed and continues to be confirmed into northern parts of Pulaski County. It will be moving into Lonoke County, and you don't have much time to prepare.
Here's Lonoke County. You know, folks, Cabot, you've been through this before. Here's Jacksonville, getting close to the Air Force Base. Folks that live along the Air Force Base, this is going to take a beeline close to you. And the National Weather Service. Nathan, it looks as if this storm is going to go right over the top of the Weather Service and where the radar is located. This is where we get information to pass along to you. It's moving over right now. A very strong tornado, possibly upwards of an EF2 or stronger, with debris all the way back into West Little Rock, and now it's got Jacksonville, Sherwood, all the way up to see Macon, and then eventually Cabot, Furlough area. Cabot, Furlough, this is moving to the east. So if you live on the south side of Cabot, Highway 89, you're going to be impacted here in the next 20 minutes or so.
Debris, Highway 107 in Keel and Sherwood. Storm Swatter reporting rotation and debris, Highway 107 in Keel and
Here's
Sherwood.
107. All right, so we know with the debris, we know that we still have a tornado on the ground here, and it's a redundant tornado on the ground, but it is occurring, and it's continuing to move off to the east-northeast. Folks, make sure you...
Tornado on the ground in Sherwood. Storm spotters continuing to confirm.
Oh, my goodness. Can we take another shot outside looking north, JD? Anything at all? Okay. We'll get that east camera. Let's go back to radar, and I'll turn it over to Nathan real quick. Okay. Oh, you got it? Okay. Well, let's take a look, looking back toward the north. It's kind of hard to pick up here, but somewhere within this area is that tornado that's moving through northern Pulaski County, Sherwood, Keel Avenue area, moving toward the Little Rock Air Force Base and the Jacksonville area, and then we'll move into northern parts of Lonoke County. Operation, okay, yeah, they're taking shelter at the National Weather Service right now.
I just hope we don't lose the radar
Yeah,
because it's right on top of
it's
Sherwood
right on
right
top
now.
of them.
Now, if we do lose radar, we still have Fort Smith to work with, but that does not make things easier for locations off to the east. So here we go. Once again, this is a supercell thunderstorm. It is a long track tornado. It could stay on the ground for 50 miles. So even though you're not seeing anything right now, Jacksonville, and there's nothing happening, you've got a tornado headed in your direction, and it could be a deadly tornado. So get to your safe place. Once again, Jacksonville, Cabot, into Parnell, Woodlawn, Fairview, any of these areas in this white polygon. That is a tornado emergency, which basically means we have a large wedge tornado. It is a strong tornado. It is creating a lot of damage, and this could be catastrophic for some parts of Little Rock Metro. Let me give you another track here if you're watching us off to the east, because this cell will likely continue. And it's emotional because
Yeah. Folks are being impacted.
we said it was just going to be one storm that could create problems, and it had to go through Little Rock Metro.
Yeah, and you know, we've talked about it now the past few days, how important it is, because we could look at a situation like this. And if you live in northern Pulaski County, if you live in Cabot, if you live in Ward, if you live in western Lonoke County, this storm is moving toward you. It's very important. It's a large tornado. We said EF2 or larger. It is important, imperative that you go ahead and make sure that everyone is safe, get into that safe place, cover up your head with something, and just stay there. Even the National Weather Service took shelter, folks. We're talking to the folks from their shelter. So they're sheltering in place as the storm moves over downtown, well, really over the North Little Rock Airport and the National Weather Service. So we're getting help now from Memphis and also from Fort Smith with this large confirmed tornado as it moves now toward Jacksonville and the Air Force Base and North Pulaski, and also up the road here, 67, 167. Gibson being affected. Gravel Ridge will be affected shortly. This is going to get awfully close once again to downtown Cabot. If you live along Highway 5 and Highway 89, this storm is going to impact you in the next 20 to 30 minutes. All right. All right. 16,000 folks without power here in Pulaski County.
Tom,
and
I'm
it's
getting
due to the tornado
numerous
debris.
reports of damage in West Little Rock,
Okay.
the Cantrell 430, Rodney Parham area. Of course, that's where it initially really developed into the wedge tornado that it is now, and it continued to track. So this is it, folks. This is the serious storm. This
This is the
isn't
one.
one of those that's not going to produce a tornado. It has produced damage. Serious damage in West Little Rock, and it continues to do so. It continues to show a decent sign of rotation and debris being
Here it is.
wafted high into the atmosphere.
It looks like it's getting closer to Jacksonville. If you know where the Dollar General is at on Highway 107, this is going to move and impact downtown Jacksonville as it's moving to the east. The National Weather Service is trading off with the folks over in Memphis. So this is what we have. Here's we got here sirens outside. I'm sure they're sending folks all over the place to check out folks. Oak Brook Elementary School, Clinton Elementary School. Here's Brockington Road in Sherwood. There is the area of concern, a large tornado that is impacting northern Pulaski County and soon will impact Jacksonville in the North Pulaski area, the North Pulaski School District. You've got several elementary schools here. Get those kids into a safe place, an interior room within the school interior. Don't put them up against an outside wall. We do know that this is a very large and, well, I hate to say catastrophic, but we know that we've got debris.
That's the exact wordage
Yeah.
from the National Weather Service is, at this point,
It will be in this
catastrophic.
area. It looks like it's moving right over Oak Brook Elementary Street, riding along Brockington Avenue, soon around Rixey Road, up 67, 167. Toward the Jacksonville, downtown Jacksonville area.
And if you know anybody traveling towards Jacksonville, you need to let them know, do not go to Jacksonville. Highway 167, I'm seeing a lot of traffic right now. with the iDrive Arkansas camera, and they have no idea a tornado is coming their way because it is quiet. It's right across the woods. It's about to move over Highway 167. So if you know anybody that's headed in that direction, they need to stop, get off at exit before they get to Jacksonville from Little Rock. It's just to the east of Sherwood right now. There's Rixey, and there's Highway 440. This is going to be making its way right over the city of Jacksonville at this time, and it is still likely producing a tornado. This is the only tornado warning we have in the entire state of Arkansas, Tom.
Yeah, and just to give you a perspective here, just 67-167, you've got that field out there. Downtown Jacksonville, they've got a lot of construction going on right now with the roads. I hope that people can clear out of the way. All of the elementary schools in Jacksonville should be sheltered. They should be in their safe place right now. Rixey Road in 440, this is the intersection here where it splits. You've got the northern, say, Sherwood area, Sylvan Hills area. Now that storm has moved out of that part of northern Pulaski County where the Weather Service is located, and it's going to be, there you go, the next update is now riding 167, and it is going to impact downtown Jacksonville. Cannot stress enough, those of you that live in Jacksonville and the Air Force Base, here is the area that we're looking at. Strong rotation and a tornado that is being reported, and it's moving along 167. Movement is to the east-northeast. We're getting reports of a large and destructive tornado, 67-167. So this is a confirmed thing. This isn't messing around anymore. This is you needing to go ahead and get to that safe place immediately. Let's see. Warren Dupree Elementary, Jacksonville Junior High School. This is where we're finding where the best rotation is located. We're going to keep it here in Jacksonville. Now it looks like it's moving over downtown Jacksonville right now, 67-167. My goodness, and this is going to move awfully close to Cabot, south side of Cabot. Very large tornado, very destructive tornado. If you live south of 321, Highway 321, and south of that, the area of concern and rotation is now getting awfully close to Cabot. Scott, have you heard an update?
This tornado is still on the ground, Tom. We get these damage reports. I'm seeing numerous photos. West Little Rock does not look good right now by any means. We're going to be working to get those photos on air for you when the time's appropriate, but for the time being, we really have got to stay focused on the issue at hand, and that fact is we have a large, destructive, catastrophic tornado. I hate using that word. I've never wanted to use that word to describe anything in Arkansas, but that's what's happening right now. That's the verbiage being used by the National Weather Service to describe what is happening. This tornado touched down somewhere in West Little Rock. It continues to be tightly wound up right there. We have an incredible vantage point given that radar is right there, and the fact that that radar is still spitting out data, Tom, is a miracle.
It's a miracle. You know, we have another vantage point from one of our RView cams looking back toward the northeast, back toward Jacksonville, Cabot area. There you go. Yeah, certainly somewhere within this area is a tornado that is certainly causing some major damage. You can see the lowering here, right here. This is where the wall cloud is. It's somewhere underneath this, it looks like shield of rain. There is a large tornado that continues to really mess things up. And now it's crossing into Jacksonville. Little Rock is resuming their operations now, so it is amazing that they were able to get through that because it went right over the North Little Rock Airport. All right, let's go back to radar. Let's go to some street level area here. Nathan's going to help guide us along downtown Jacksonville and the junior high school, Pinewood Elementary. This is moving along 67-167. Nathan, I guess this is truly where it is. It may have been more to the northeast, it seems, from the last scan. What are you seeing?
Well, we're trying to get a good reading on where exactly the debris signature is according to Little Rock's radar, and then also Fort Smith. Fort Smith is a little bit higher, but when you get to Little Rock, it's a lot of clutter, so it's hard to identify exactly where this tornadic debris signature is. It's going to be, I would say, in between Gravel Ridge and Jacksonville at this time. When we take a look at the radar, it's right over Jacksonville. There's something definitely happening right over Jacksonville, but we're so close to the radar. We're only about 400 feet above the surface when we take a look at the radar beam. But Jacksonville, you've got a tornado emergency. There could be a large wedge tornado cutting right through Jacksonville at this time. And next in line is Parnell. It's going to get very close to Cabot, Woodlawn, Fairview, Hickory Plains, and Crossroad. And just to give you perspective here, that's the only tornado warning in effect for the entire state of Arkansas. This is a nightmare situation, ladies and gentlemen. We had the worst tornado we could possibly have make its way right through the heart of Little Rock, producing damage. With that said, I'm just going to put this up here real quick because we appreciate any reports. If the storm has passed and you are still watching us live on streaming Facebook or on the THV 11 Plus app or on the website, we want to get your reports. Make sure you are safe, first of all. 501-376-1111. That's the way you can send us damage reports and let us know what has happened in your neighborhood. Hopefully, people did not die from this system, but looking at a tornado like that, it is a very, very scary situation, and it just makes your heart sink, Tom, because you know most likely people are hurt at least.
Right. Let's go back to our camera shot. We've got a great vantage point from one of our bank cams on Simmons Bank, and it's this area here, this lowering, somewhere here, moving into downtown Jacksonville is a tornado. And it was near 167. We've had reports of trees and even 18-wheelers being blown off the road by this tornado as it moved over 167. From there, let's go look at it on Max 1 and show you what's left of the storm. This appendage right here in Jacksonville is what we're talking about. It has been moving through Jacksonville. That's what the National Weather Service is saying, and it's right there, at least the area of concern. Okay, do they need me to call them or something?
Nope.
Okay, just thank you. I will. I may let Scott Covert take over here for just a moment. This tornado warned storm is moving through Cabot, Austin area. Lots of heavy rain, wind, and also some hail here. It's the appendage that's just to the west of Jacksonville that's moving to the east. It'll be crossing Highway 5 and 89 near Parnell, also Furlough area. This looks as if it's going to stay just south, maybe edging just south of Cabot, unless we see an alternative area of spin develop. If you live in Cabot, hopefully you're in your safe place. Here's Highway 321, and there it is right there. That's near 294 and 161, moved over downtown Jacksonville. You've got the Pinewood Elementary School, Merle Taylor Elementary School that's on the south side, Highway 294, Graham Road. The storm is traveling, and notice it moved over a very populated area here. In the downtown Jacksonville area. It's going to be moving to the east and will impact areas along Highway 5 very, very shortly.
I've lost contact with the traffic camera on iDrive Arkansas on Highway 67 and James Street, Tom. So that's right where that rotation would have crossed.
Tom, we have brand new video coming into us. Folks up in the booth, when we're ready to take that, this is going to show just the extent of how strong this tornado was. Maybe it's not ready yet.
When you get ready, take it.
Okay.
We'll continue to talk here. This is where we've got the winds that are blowing toward and away from radar. Very strong winds, very strong couplet. Confirmed tornado now. Graham Road and Holland Bottoms. So Graham Road, that's where we're centering in on the area of rotation, the tornado itself. It's still there. The National Weather Service has stated that, has confirmed it once again, moving through downtown Jacksonville. Familiar with this area, Highway 89, south of Parnell, Arkansas, little community here. You've got roads like Gun Club Road, Custom Road, and that area of spin, that area of concern, that tornado is riding along Graham Acres Road at this time. And this black area, this black box, is where we find the tornado emergency that is in effect for Pulaski and Lonoke counties. Take this one seriously, and please, please get to your safe place. Nathan.
Well, Tom, you can clearly see a tight couplet there. So if you're watching us in Bailey Estates, Southwood Addition, Pine Hill Estates, Mount Zion Church area, you've got a tornado. It is a nasty tornado. It's most likely a wedge tornado, a strong tornado that has made its way through parts of Pulaski County, has done damage and continues to do damage as it makes its way from Pulaski County, now getting into Lonoke County. So Highway 5, Highway 89, those areas. I'm going to go ahead and put a track on here for you. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and put the tornado signature. It is just to the east of Jacksonville now, as it made its way right through the heart of Jacksonville, and now it's making its way quickly off to the east-northeast direction. I'm going to say about 60 miles per hour, give or take. But there's the tornado track. So if you're watching us in these locations, you need to make sure that you are getting to a safe place, as safe as possible, because this is nothing to mess around with. This tornado has created havoc across a large part of Little Rock. Parnell, Fairview, Woodlawn, Crossroad, Hickory Plains, lowest level, sturdy structure, not a mobile home. Get out of that mobile home, and if you can drive away from this thing, that may be a good idea as well, as it makes its way into a more rural area. But we are looking at a nasty situation continuing with this one lone supercell that will likely maintain its strength. So I'm going to continue to put on a new track here and give you a heads up for locations farther to the east, because this is going to be very close to Cotton Plant, into Woodruff County, and then probably even towards Wynn, because this cell is all by itself and it will likely maintain its strength or continue to strengthen as it makes its way into eastern Arkansas. This was a situation we were worried about, Tom, and here's the new track just to give you a heads up. So people on Interstate 40 coming from Memphis, hopefully they're not driving at this time, but there's a long period of how long this supercell could stick around.
South of Cabot, 258. So downtown Cabot, northern parts of Cabot, fine. It's south of Cabot. There's the rotation. Des Arc, 323. Brinkley, 340. Anywhere along and adjacent to I-40. Forest City, Earl, Arkansas, 425. Plenty of time, folks. You got lots of time to make sure that you got your safe place ready to go. I picked up my phone. A lot of folks are texting in. I appreciate that. I'm not able really to pass along a lot of this, but we are getting numerous reports. Large trees down over Cantrell Road, some damage, car windows blown out. Rodney Parham out toward West Little Rock, damage there as well. So that big mess. Big tornado, big mess, and it continues. Right there is the appendage that we're worried about, just to the east now of Jacksonville. If you live in Parnell, a little community here, Parnell, hopefully you are taking this seriously. We'll get a little bit closer if we can. And I'm looking to see what the National Weather Service, all right. This is going to affect Mount Tabor Road area, Oak Grove Road, Highway 321 and Highway 89. Candlewood Estates just to the north. It moved over Bailey Estates, and that's a little housing area there. Dogwood Meadows, you're on the south side of Cabot now. There's Mount Carmel Baptist Church. Very familiar with this area. This storm may have very well tracked over Holland Bottom Farms, where all the strawberries are grown, and you've got Barnhill Orchards out in this area, as well as several housing areas along Highway 321 and 31. Here's Woodlawn. Mount Carmel Baptist Church, that's at 321 and Highway 89. There's a little Parnell area. But Mount Tabor Road, this is more than likely going to affect you here over the next 10 minutes or so. A very strong and large tornado that remains in contact with the ground is going to move over the southern areas of the Cabot area, South Cabot. And all of these folks go to have kids that go to school. New Horizon Church. There's also, and just up to the north of this, and I don't think it's going to be impacted, Stagecoach Elementary. If I'm not mistaken, Cabot schools let out early today. There's our concern. Nathan, it appears as if it just went up a notch and it is strengthened as it's moving over Highway 5 near Highway 89. And it will be impacting. If you live on Mount Tabor Road, Oak Grove Road, you will be impacted by this tornado-warned storm. Highway 236, 321. That's where we're finding the storm moving to the east, and wow, look at that. A very strong signature, very strong tornado, possibly EF2, EF3 or stronger moving through this area. Let me share some additions here. Turn up the TV, go get in your safe place, or stream us on your phone. That's probably better. Go to our app, stream us on your phone, and we'll keep you up to date. Here are some places that will be impacted right now, moving over Bailey Estates and Highway 5, Southwood Addition, Pine Hill Estates, Mount Zion Church, crossing Highway 89 here very soon, and will be affecting these housing areas as well as some roadways that have quite a few folks. A lot of folks live out here on the south side of Cabot. Then it's going to be moving toward Hickory Plains.
Tom, we're looking at another supercell developing right behind the one that we
Same
just
track.
had in West Little Rock.
Same track, same track.
Same track.
Now severe thunderstorm warned, so that's certainly going to hamper search and rescue efforts. It's going to hamper emergency response efforts. It's going to make that problem much worse. Heavy downpours, damaging winds, hail right now. But Nathan, if you'll take a look at base reflectivity, you can see a clear hook on that storm, and that concerns me.
And that's a little tough to pick out here.
No rotation there, but it's certainly
Reflectivity.
pulsing up.
Folks, there's not another warning in
It's
effect
ugly,
for Pulaski
yes.
County. Take cover. Go back to your safe place. West Little Rock, once again, here's 4:30 and 6:30. This one looks like it might slide into downtown Little Rock.
It's a little farther east.
little farther to the east and south. It looks as if a report of injuries in Little Rock. They're going to get more reports. It's from the Weather Service, injuries from that tornado. So we've got the one on the backside. The one in Cabot is still in effect, or south of Cabot, still in effect, heading to the east, and will be affecting more communities east of Cabot. Here we go once again. There's Woodlands Edge, Spring Valley. This one is showing signs of wrapping up near Hugh Taylor Road, Meadow Creek Farm Road, J.A. Fair High School. If you know where that high school is, that's very
It's got a
close
wall
to the-
cloud.
It's got a wall cloud. Let's go back
to
the
camera.
west. Go look to
Yeah.
the west, west RVU 11. You can see a clearly defined wall cloud right there. It's not rotating,
Not-
but this is the precursor. This
Yeah,
is exactly
this-
what we saw.
Notice the lowering here. This is going to be a little bit closer to the true downtown part of Little Rock. Okay, downtown Little Rock. No warning yet. Okay, National Weather Service might be issuing one here shortly. But if you live out west of Little Rock, once again, go ahead and take cover, because this may produce a tornado with very little warning. This is the second supercell to affect the downtown Little Rock and Pulaski County area. All right, while we await what's going to happen with this, Nathan, why don't we go back up toward the Cabot area and take a look at that tornado warning.